Welcome to Rehan School Notes. This interview project is a listening tour across Rehan School. I'm speaking with students and facilitators to understand learning quality, engagement, and support needs. My name is Yana, and my guest today is Maryam TrainingWali. Maryam, welcome.
Thank you, Yana, for having me, and thank you for your warm welcome.
Maryam, please, bring close your story to people. What's your role at Rehan School? What was your life before? How it changed?
Okay. Um, Myself, Maryam Zulfiqar TrainingWali, who belong to a remote village named as Kariwala, and it's province Punjab, Pakistan. Before joining this Rehan school system, I have completed my 18 years education. I have done MPhil in education from Punjab University, Lahore, and I have done graduation, double maths physics from Punjab University, Lahore. And I served as a maths teacher in different institutions for 8 years. And but I was a little bit bored from the school system of the Pakistan that we are currently teaching the students. It's the same which I learned 13 years back. I'm giving the delivering and the content the same to the students. So it wasn't nothing kind of creativity change, but I'm learning from the new content or the curriculum that wasn't in it. So I thought I need to change myself a little bit. Maybe I'll regain the interest that I'm losing in teaching. So I explored Rehan school system through YouTube and the Rehan videos that I just got to know that he copied the same school system as he introduced in Karachi, Korangi campus. That was the first campus who was which was inaugurated by Rehan sir in Karachi. So as I living in province Punjab, so it's very hard for me to travel from one state to another state, and my parent wasn't allowed me to go so far from home. So I was worried when I'll be the part of this Rehan school system. And then I came to know that Sir Rehan already copied the system in online for me and lots of the audience who wants to join the Rehan school system from their home or their places. So then I just enrolled myself as a student in Rehan school system in 2024 March. And after just 2 weeks, I was designated as a facilitator in Rehan school system. I don't know why and how, but it's all credit goes to Rehan Allah Wala sir, sir Daulat Education Wala sir, Rahmat Empowerment Wala sir, who were all the three individuals who actually introduced me the Rehan school system and the vision of Rehan school that actually they are delivering to the students. And then after a month, I was designated as the vice principal of Rehan school system. And then last year, 2025, in September, I designated as co-principal in Rehan school system. So currently, I just rejoined the system after 40 days of my marriage leave, and right now I'm just grasping the whole change that has been taken place in my absence. So that's all.
I registered several points from your introduction, which I would like to focus or I would like to ask more questions about. I spoke to other teachers, facilitators at Rehan School, and yes, some of them were teachers before. And as you say that you were bored, that I want to ask. isn't it possible to actually bring some excitement to traditional schools as well and teach another way what you were teaching?
Yana, actually, I just tried a lot to create something different and to deliver the concept in a very different manner. But we actually are bound to, in the whole year, we have to complete certain curriculum that was designed by the government of Pakistan, and it's been a year. You have to complete it by hook or crook. That's the most and major priority of every teacher, and he or she has to responsible for it. And at the same time, the students should be the high achiever, and they have to grasp each and every concept of the curriculum, and that's not possible for every teacher, and that's not possible for every student to grasp the concept that is written and included in the curriculum. So I felt lots of the fears in the students of the failure, not grasping the concept as whole, and at the same time they are disturbing their mental psychology as well as their physical needs. So these kind of the things are being so you can say I was feel lots of the pressure on myself that I'm not teaching properly. So I'm not a good teacher enough though. Then I decided then I have to change something. Maybe I'm not doing this thing appropriate. So I can do other thing, lots of the thing, but I'm not a good teacher. That's another reason.
Hmm. So, do you think, like, what, according to you, is missing or should be changed in standard schools? What is that? Several
Actually,
things.
in Pakistan, our school's curriculum is more likely towards rote memory rather than the practical work. So the practicality is missing in our curriculum.
Mhm.
Whenever a student who has to relate anything to their day-to-day life, they will grasp it in a better way, but lots of the concepts are not related to their day-to-day life, and lots of the things are like now they are more obsolete in the system. So we have to eliminate them, and we need to introduce lots of new things. That is the need of this new era of this like digital world, and lots of the new technological changing is taking place in the world. So we have to cope up these things in the curriculum so that the students will more focused and feel lots of the engagement and interest in the curriculum. Maybe the teacher will do lots of the different things.
So you think Rehan School curriculum is better adjusted to these changes and disruption AI is bringing to the world?
uh Maybe I'm wrong, but the thing that I explored in 2 years, that's like more likely in the Rehan school system. I explored the first thing, that is there is no fear of failure. That's at the major and the most important thing for any student's life. And the second thing that is really appropriate in the Rehan school system, they actually working on students' mental and physical development, and they are taking every student as a single individual entity. Not actually, they are treating all the students equally. They are actually treating the students on equity basis. So that's appropriate thing.
I have noticed, when I join the classes, that there is no concept of failure. It's like it doesn't even exist. It's just some, error or obstacle, and kids really don't notice. It's just something to fix, and they don't feel that they fail. Mostly, it's technology that fails and that needs to be fixed. So you are right. Rehan School environment is really encouraging and supporting in this point. Um, I know that in the curriculum of Rehan School there are interviews, vibe coding, graphic design. What else? TEDx talks. Kids visit various events, expos. Maybe we can talk about the curriculum a little bit, and I would like to ask. If you think there is something missing still at the curriculum, you would like to add more of that.
Um, Actually, the thing that I need to not add in it, but I think we need to redefine the things. Like the one thing that is really need to address in the hand schools curriculum is we are practicing one thing in like 100 to 200 times. Like interviews, we have to conduct 100 interviews of foreigners. So students who are conducting the 100 different connecting 100 different people, they are learning lots of different things because every individual has their own perspective, every individual has their own different story. So we gain lots of the different knowledge, their cultural difference, we are understanding their mental capacity, their hurdles, how they give up, and then they realize that now this is the point I have to raise myself once again, and they do it. But at the same time, when we ask the students, you have to record and you have to create 100 or 300 Canva posts like the graphic designing posts. This is kind of little boredom for the students. They actually feel lots of the boredom by creating lots of the design on repetition basis. But according to Sir Rehan's perspective, and I really agree with that, if we practice the things again and again and again, we gain some different perspectives, and then we explode our interest on the basis of the boredom. But this is the thing that we need to address to the students. Our students is not understanding because the age is really matter for this understanding purpose. Like we are introducing this system to the age from 11 years or maybe 10 years onward. So this is the not actually their teenaging is kind of a different kind of energy, and they have different kind of distractions and lots of different things. So this thing we need to understand it because a person who is 20 plus and the person who is 10 plus, they have different stamina, they have different capacities. So this thing we need to adjust a little bit.
I have seen that students really like cooperate to each other, and there is a lot of also like they are trying to facilitate. They are learning to facilitate the classes as well, and peer-to-peer learning, teaching, and also internship. Can we talk about internship a little bit
Yeah,
to know
sure, sure.
how it works at Rehan School?
Yeah, we can. Internship is basically, you can say, if I'm a person who is performing the responsibilities and performing the duties regarding how a principal used to be acted like, what I have to do, which kind of the goal I set for today, and what the things are really important to me. So the student need to learn about it. This is called the internship. Like student needs to learn about the leadership skills at their very early ages, so that they can learn how they have to handle lots of the stress, and at the same time they have to manage lots of their resources, so that they know that how Mariam's work properly and how actually principal Daulat working right now, because we have two different principles at online system. So the way and the process of Mariam is really different as compared to the Daulat. So a student who is enrolling in the hand school system is must have four different internships with four different individuals or four different departments in the hand school system. So they gain experience during our admission department, how they actually deal with the students, how they have to deal with the parents, so that they can grab the attention of the parents and to propose the Rehan school system. at the same time who is already work with the admission department. The person will, after completing 3 months internship, he will join Maryam Zulfiqar TrainingWali. Then that person will really understand how actually the principal is working in the hand school system. Then at the same time the person will introduce the interviews captain, how the interviews captain will taking the responsibilities and handling lots of stress and the students silly questions, and he is lots of pressure. The students are not actually maintaining the discipline while conducting the interviews. They are not very particular about the description and all the things. So when a person is actually working with different individuals, he or she will gain lots of different things and the skills, which is not directly related and gaining the students, but these things will be little longer stayed in their subconscious, and that will help in their future startups and lots of other leadership skills. So this is the purpose of internship in enhancement system.
Yeah, kids already in early age learning, and they also learn how to teach and cooperate, collaborate, and with different kinds of leadership, like you said, facilitators and principals. That's very important skill to actually gain, and it's such a young age. What about parents of students? Do you did you hear about some complaints as the system of Rehan School might be, well, it is very different, and no grades. They don't have any grades to evaluate. They don't know how their kid is doing, how they progressing. So tell me about this relationship, parents and school, and how you deal with that.
Um, you are very right about this point, Rihanna. Actually, this is a really new system to this world, not only Pakistan, but throughout the world.
Yeah.
The first thing that is really, really the point of concern for the parents is there is no book, no notebook, no pencil, and such kind of a things. So they are really worried about it. So what the students will go for it? Why we need to choose it? Then we need to give different kind of the students testimonial videos, will share different kind of our students experiences and the parents as well at the same time. At the same time, there is no assessment method over here. As I told you earlier, there is no fear of failure in the high school system for any individual, rather is a student, is a facilitator, is a principal, is a co-principal. So lots of the students, the parents are worried regarding their kids, because when we are saying that a student has completed the 1 year, it means he is promoted or maybe detained in the same grade level. But there is no such kind of assessment or evaluation method over here. So this is basically a school where we are teaching students learn how to learn. Every student is learning this skill, this different kind of the technologies on their own basis. We are not actually giving each and every curriculum to all the students at one time, because we believe that every student has its own capacity and every student has its own pace. Everyone will learn according to their pace, according to their capacity, according to their stamina. Because as I mentioned, that some of the students are really good and they gained like 4 to 6 internship at the same time in 1 year. At the same time, lots of the students couldn't get even a single internship in 1 year, because lots of the difference they are still have to go up to that level so that they can go for the internship. Then we'll try to deliver this concept to the parents, and will share each and everything regarding their students behavior, regarding their child's progress on day to day basis, nor weekly nor monthly, but we are actually trying to connect our connection with the parents directly on day-to-day basis, so that we'll share each and every report regarding the Rehan School System's activities of their children on daily basis, so that they'll really easy for them to sustain the child or keep the child in the system, or maybe they want to withdraw the child. It's their own decision. But at the same time, lots of the parents are really happy from the system, and they are actually gaining lots of the benefits, and they are seeing this as actually the change they want to bring their child, and this happens. But at the same time, lots of the parents are not satisfied with the system, so they just withdraw the children from the system. That's okay.
Hmm. Mariam, you know, in Europe, I think there would be big concern of parents to actually let kids, for example, to even do interviews, like to meet strangers online. Social media is becoming kind of scary, and what is parents' feedback in Pakistan about the interviews and about exposing kids online?
Yana, in Pakistan, at the very first time when I joined the system, I share my experience, and then lots of the thing really, really actually made myself very difficult to join this Rehan school system, because in Pakistan we are the families are really kind of closed, and they don't allow the children, or especially females, to go on social media and sit for 3 to 2 hours live, and all the things will be go, and you have to be actually showing your face and not cover your head and something like that. But when you have, but at the same time, our parents idolize those kids who are actually in a very early age, and they are high achievers. So when we are not giving the chance to our kids, how they'll grow up, how they'll give the things. So we need to train the parents first, then we'll give the training to the parents. Yes, these are the backdrops of the internet, and these are the positive sides of the internet. We actually need to decide which thing we need to give to the children. So at the same time, we are actually teaching the parents and the students. We are taking the at least 4 hours of a parent in a weekly basis. So the parents will sit along their child, and they will learn how the kid is actually interacting with the individuals, and which kind of the people he or she is actually interacting, so that they will come to know which kind of the individual actually they are chatting, they are texting, they are asking some kind of interviews and any kind of request something. But the fear is still we it's not about 100% we are actually successful in this mission. But yes, the uncertainty is always there, we can't control it. But I think so lots of the things are now much clear to the parents, that this actually is the person's use, how we'll use the internet, how we'll interact with the people. It's upon us. So that's it.
Yeah, I agree actually that to for kids, for people to even recognize some dangers and learn how to avoid it, it's actually by doing, right? By being at in that space and interacting with people. Some, of course, the support of teachers and parents is necessary to overlook everything. But kids this way will actually learn how to recognize some dangers and scams and this yeah. That's that's my point also. um, okay. A physical school and online school is different, right? At physical schools, I know that kids, for example, practice osoji. Is something like that advised in online academy? How you actually in online academy practice this like off screen? activities or something like that? Is it possible even?
In online system, when we are teaching online, lots of the difference between physical and online system. When we are teaching online, lots of the things are absent and lots of the things are present in online, but those are not possible in physically. The one thing that you mentioned, Ozuji, is like in online system, students actually record their videos by performing these Ozuji tasks, and they'll upload on different social media streams. So this is how the parents come to know that, lots of the parents are really happy by performing these kind of the tasks of the students. In Pakistan, we such a trend, like we have 2 to 3 house helpers in every home, and they will do each and every house chores or the help to their kids to even that dress up or their pack up the their school bags or something like that. But when we introduce this OZG, lots of the students actually taking the responsibilities, and they'll do some little chores with the responsibilities. That's really helpful for the parents as well as the students, and they gain lots of the confidence at the same time. And this actually boosts their chef skills. There are lots of different kind gardening skills and the other one. So it's really helpful. But in online, we just prefer the students to record such activities, and they have to upload on all social media streams. So, but in physically, they'll actually do the same things, and they'll record the videos, and so we'll see on like they are actually doing in school system, not their houses. But in online, all the students have to perform these kind of the chores at their own homes, not the school thing.
Mhm. And meditation also. Is meditation something strange in Pakistan? Something foreign, or it's like everyday, like it's something many people do?
Yana, it's been like a trend now in Pakistan in big cities, not the you can say like Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad. Lots of the people are shifting their perspective. This is really good thing. Will keep our emotions control, and will get lots of this kind of stability in our stressed or mental capacities. But in Rehan school system, this is custom. Every student has to meditate in the morning, or maybe at every class they have to perform 10 to 15 minutes for meditate, and then they'll be focused for next 2 hours, maybe 1 hour class. So that's really kind of a custom in the Rehan school system. At the same time, in traditional school in Pakistan, we have a custom of assembly in traditional schools, where we actually ask Allah to give and goodness, and will seek the right path of this new direction and something like that. So the meditation in the hand school system is actually the same. We are controlling our nerves. We are actually wiping out all the clutter that we have last night, or maybe the whole day if we are in the night student. So it's really helpful to gain the energy and stay focused.
Hmm. What do you think, Mariam, about artificial intelligence?
um I think it's good and bad at the same time. It depends
Mm.
on the. That's it.
Yeah, it's a tool we have to learn how to use ethically,
Exactly.
right? And when I ask a 10 years old student of Rehan School, she I ask her, what if there is no AI anymore, right? And she said, well, I would invent some. So so even if this maybe doesn't end well, maybe there is hope for something
Y-
different.
Exactly. But you know, Yana, before this Rehan school system, I actually recalling my childhood, and like 20 years back or maybe 25 years back, I never ever knew about it. There's such AI system will introduce to the world and will actually have a kind of thing that will speak and to and the next thing will actually speaking like a human, and he or she will act like a emotion and something like that. But right now, yes, it can be, and this is actually the confidence we are giving the students. If you can think something, you can do it. That's
Mm.
actually the thing we can go for it.
Yeah, I noticed um, with AI coming, and I was excited, right? I can ask question and I have answer right away. I don't have to go to library or to Google and look for information online. Even that is like it was impossible in past, but now the information is really like here if I have any question. And sometimes it feels overwhelming, like I want to switch off from that world full of information, like information everywhere, so much. I feel overwhelmed. What do you think our kids, our students, kids, like youth, can they manage this overload of new information and everything?
mm, I think we need to teach our students how to handle it. That's really important, because you know, when we never ever knew about it, like such kind of the cell phone when it was invented, and how we never ever think about that a person who can sit live in front of me and I can see it. There is no such kind of a distance, and we'll never ever experience such kind of a things. At the same time, we need to teach and handle this AI very carefully to the students as well as the human. Like we are the humans who are the destructor and who are the creator of such kind of the thing. So the students are actually not the persons who are we actually handle like a blank slate or something like that. They have lots of the information. They have the thing. Their mind always some kind of the curious person, and they'll explore lots of the things. So if we'll explore the bad and the good side along with the children, they will definitely learn this is the bad thing, so I will not go for it. This is the good thing, so that I'll explore it and I'll go for it. That's will actually adding lots of the values and lots of the good information and my knowledge and in day to day life. That's really helpful for me. So I think that's all about the teaching and the practicality that we need to practice with the students. This is not the age where we have to actually take the devices, or we have to take the kids like, no, this is not for you, you don't use it. This is actually creating lots of the curiosity for the kid, and he'll explore all those things that the student or the individual doesn't explore at the certain age. But at the same time, I'll definitely for an example over here. Um, we have lots of different things that we need to introduce at 12 or 13 years age of the kids. But if we teach the students in biological manner or in physical needs manner, they'll definitely grasp lots of different things. But if we'll always teach them this is not good, this is the very bad things, they will definitely explore those things when they are lonely, when they are thinking there's no mother, no father along with me, so I'll go for it. So there's always we have to teach them that.
Yeah, I think the future will not be about memorizing a lot of information and be even expert in some field and knowing a lot. but about how we work with information, right? How we
Right.
evaluate critical thinking, how we work with information, because information will be there. And we must be very flexible, right? We
We
must
need
train
to.
our
We
brain to
need
be
to.
flexible. Mariam, you are co principal.
Exactly.
What does it mean? Like, you probably work with facilitators, coordinate with them. How difficult it is in online space remotely.
Um, actually, actually was assigning as a principal, but I wasn't think myself as much ready for this designation. So that's so Rehan introduced a new term as co-principal. There is a person who is under training as a principal. So I'm under training as a principal to Daulat Education Wala. He's actually coaching me how to be behave and handle the things and the parental thing and the manager things as principal. I directly work with facilitators at the same time with our coordinators. Our coordinator is Miss Kesar Education Wali, who is actually leading all. Like we have 3 to 4 different domains we are offering to the students. So the overall system is like Sarehana Lawala, and then different departments that are actually working for Sarehan's different schools and all things. Then each campus is leading by a principal. So the online system is leading by Principal Daulat Education Wala, and I'm actually under his training as a co-principal. And the thing that is really difficult to me in online stream, sometimes I really feel like handicapped person when this next person is not working according to the requirement or the need of the job. So this is the really kind of a hurdle in online system. And at the same time, there is lots of always there is not 100% perfectionism in reality. So lots of the things are a little bit different, and it depends upon situation as well. Sometimes I really know about this is really critical thing and I have to deliver it today. But the next person who is actually performing the job, he's not understanding the criticality of the thing or the seriousness of the situation. This actually gave me lots of the stress and anxiety at the time, how I'll handle it and I'll go for it.
Pakistanis are very generous people, and and your culture is like, more flattering, like more maybe American. American are very like smiling, kind people. At least from what I know, and I have been in America, and so I know something. And Pakistanis are also like very, very, very like kind and smiling and polite, and um, I find it confusing. When I work with Pakistani team, I find it confusing because there's a lot of this kindness, and the instruction, like, okay, you can do it slowly, slowly, but as soon as possible, and like there are two time frames. Which one is actually the that critical? And we in Europe, we are totally different. And even me, European, when I came from America, I was depressed because people everywhere around me were not smiling, and like angry even, and it was like to adjust. It took me some time.
Oh,
But we are straightforward. We just tell things, and we don't someone might tell that we are not as diplomatic or like ordinary people, or I don't know. So maybe that's the confusing part, when people don't understand the importance of what of that instruction, because there is a lot of kindness and politeness as well. But to be honest, I don't know where is that boundary. I didn't find it yet. So
To be very honest, Yana, the one thing I just accepting in front of you and the world about Pakistanis, we people are actually kind of a very generous and kind towards anyone, but we are actually not such kind, you can say we are actually the liars one. We never ever fulfill our commitments, we never ever fulfill our own words. So but we always say that all is well, all is well, so just go for it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why you are actually finding such kind of no limitations, no boundaries for them. So yeah, that's actually
mm,
the bad points, not the good one that I'm highlighting. But this is the reality regarding the Pakistani people.
I always tell this story when I was in Pakistan. The traffic is totally crazy there, and I don't I was confused because everyone was so polite and kind, and suddenly, you don't see that kindness in the traffic. Like people are not considerate of other drivers at all, and I don't understand how it doesn't, expand like in other areas of life, like traffic, for example. So, um,
The,
but it,
I
like
actually shared it. We the people actually contradicting from our like we people are actually contradicting to our words and our actions. That's it. Those
mm,
are called Pakistani.
so if you come to Europe, don't be depressed. We are like straightforward, and it might feel rude to Americans or Pakistanis, probably, because we don't smile. We are not kind. But if you know us better, it's I mean, we are kind of like we like fun, and we like laughter as well. So, um, but sometimes I miss that kindness
Oh,
here. Yeah, sometimes.
okay.
Mariam, would you like to add something we didn't talk about? We went through curriculum and parents, teachers, relationship, and some management and students. I
I
don't know
think
if I have any other question.
that's pretty okay. I think we have done with lots of the questions at the same time. And the one thing I actually missing in this world, maybe in the people I'm working with, Pakistanis right now, the thing that you highlighted regarding European and yourself about the straightforwardness, that's really appropriate and it should be. I
Yeah,
think
because we can actually orient. We have the orientation. For example, I if someone is angry, for me it's like I can forgive that, right? If someone is angry and screaming, I can forgive that. But if someone is manipulating and like
exactly
lying, and that's not that's
tolerating.
right. So yeah, the straightforwardness. Yeah, that balance between the straightforwardness and kindness, and like we have to learn to give clear instructions, which kids at Rehan School are learning, because if you don't give artificial intelligence well prepared prompt, then you don't get good results. So and the remote job, remote work also, like we practice, we are practicing clear instructions also. I'm learning a lot too. So I'm not an expert here. Yeah, would you like to advise or Um, give us any last words.
At this, I'm also not any kind of expert or any such kind of a person who is having a very good advices or such things. um I think it's on my experience based, which I'm sharing with you and the people who are watching me. We never ever always be a judgmental one. We have to some, before giving any kind of a judgmental point of view regarding any person, any individual, or any system, or any country, or any culture, we have to first experience it, and then you can go for it. You have to actually giving your judgmental point of view, or your sharing your thoughts on the basis of your experience. That's pretty okay. But without experiencing something, you have to be very judgmental. That's not appropriate to me, and that's not good thing regarding anyone.
People judge a lot, especially on social media, and many times they are not experts, right? So
Exactly.
um, yeah, if you want to give judgment, try to be as constructive as possible, and
I hope everyone will be like you, Yana.
yeah, more understanding, empathetic, and think about what you want to criticize first, or research more information, and ask questions. And I think everyone in Rehan School is ready to accept the feedback, and but the feedback should be wise, and you can see kids of Rehan School online, and you can see what they are doing, and their projects are there, so you can see how they improve as well. So thank you, Mariam, for
Thank
mentioning that feedback. Yeah, thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
having me, Anna. It's really nice and pleasure for me to be the part of your interview series. Thank you so very much once again for waiting such long. I wasn't actually in the system, so that's why I was a little late.
Okay, so thank you for watching Rehan School Notes, and thank you, Mariam, for your honesty and clarity today. And we do this to show our learning journey, and wins and struggles, and small changes and big changes. And I think we are doing, and people at Rehan School are doing a great work, and preparing students for the future. So thank you very much. Have a great day, and see you at the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.